Hey, how you doing, Rees? You all right? It's
Yeah, good,
Kyran
thanks.
Bracken and Nick Easter here.
Hi, are you okay?
Yeah, good. Thanks for coming on our podcast. So yeah, I mean, first of all, just a quick catch up on what's life like for you at the moment. Uncertainty, obviously, going back to playing the Premiership. But how are you keeping yourself busy in lockdown? As you can see, myself has sort of had a bit of a haircut, and Nick Easter might have put a bit of weight on. But you look like you're happy as Larry in your little kitchen.
Yeah. Well, there's not much you can do apart from train once a day, and then I go back home to gym. Just bought a new watt bike, so been smashing that a bit.
So what are you doing? What are you doing, Louis, from a sort of weights perspective? Because clearly you can tell I like to keep myself in good shape, even though
Look at his guns! Look at his guns there, Nick.
I'm. It must be a struggle. I don't know what you're like as an athlete, but for the guys that need to keep their strength up, the heavy deadlifters or maybe the muscle mass up, if they don't have their own gym in a garage, and I know you guys are paid a fortune nowadays anyway, can't afford that. But if you don't,
Not me.
well, someone like you, mate, has come through and absolutely flying this season. How are the guys managing it? At Gloucester, how are you sort of managing that? Are you on a sort of rota for gym equipment, or are you completely not allowed to be in contact with each other and have to find your own means?
Yeah. So most of us already have gym equipment at the house, but Gloucester have supplied a few bits and bobs for the boys to do. But I've just been focusing on my speed training.
Yeah.
Just to keep on top of that, and then just been doing power in the gym. So I haven't been lifting really heavy. I've just been trying to do explosive movements just to keep on top of my sprints. And
how fast can you go up the stairs now?
Very fast.
Single-legged bounds up the stairs, mate.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing.
You've had a great breakthrough season, but it must be quite frustrating for you. Everyone thought, Nick and I did think you were going to get a cap with Wales.
Yeah.
You'd get your chance, and you're a try scoring machine, but it's all been put to a halt at the moment. But looking forward, though, you must be looking forward to your first cap. What's it like being training with Wales, and of course, at Gloucester, you've got Johnny May who's coming back, might be putting pressure on you. So what about the Wales thing? How's it been?
It was a good experience before this break. I was obviously in there for 6 weeks. But obviously I didn't get to play, which is a bit frustrating, but I know my time will come, hopefully, if I just keep performing. Obviously the Prem got cut short when I was doing all right, so I was a bit frustrated on that behalf as well, but when it all comes back to normal, hopefully I can keep scoring.
Yeah, mate, you were on absolute fire, weren't you then? How have you found the step up, if there is any, when you were in camp from Gloucester, from your sort of club rugby? Because clearly, obviously, club rugby over a long sort of period, the intense parts in the pre-season, start of the season, then you sort of got to manage your squad, and the intensity sort of in fits and starts depending on bodies and numbers and games.
Yeah.
In the international environment, clearly, guys are brought together, competition for places. You want to show your best, in training, and make that impression, obviously, on the coaches. Have you found that a big step up, or have you sort of taken it in your stride? You sort of, from judging from your performances, mate, you look absolutely sort of to the manner born as far as international rugby. but sure, you probably won't be that confident on here. But
it's a bit of both. Obviously, it's a step up in terms of intensity and the quality of training, but I'm just trying to take it in my stride, take it day by day in camp, and hopefully, we'll get back out there soon. And I want to play for Wales, so hopefully I'll get a cap very soon.
Just on that, playing for Wales, I mean, I know Eddie Jones was quite interested to play for England. Was there a little part of you, just a tiny little part of you, thinking?
No.
No,
I couldn't. No, I can't do that.
Wow.
Why, mate? Would you get filled in back over the Severn Bridge?
Oh yeah, big time. I'd be disowned.
Oh, brilliant. So Johnny May's coming back to the club. Do you reckon, I mean, he loves his sprinting and he's obviously one of the sharpest out there. Who's quicker? Be honest. You know what your 30-yard dash is and his is? Are you quicker than him?
30-yard dash. Have you
Or
ever
whatever.
heard that expression, Louis?
Whatever.
I mean, that is an old man talking, isn't it?
When he gets to the club next year, we'll have to have a race and we'll have to record it to see.
Oh,
But that'll be a good race.
Who's your money on, Nick? Who's your money on, Nick?
Oh, mate, Louis, mate. Mate, he's already kicked him out, hasn't he? It will be good, mate, because you're both phenomenal athletes, to be fair, and you know what pace there is at Gloucester.
More importantly, by the way, is that. Have you got any sort of advice for Nick, because he's about to play FIFA? Okay, and he's never played it, and he's playing against the cricketer. Is it Joss Butler? You're playing against Joss Butler.
Well, let me just tell you, I've been roped in last night, finishing off a barbecue. This is how late it was. I'm roped in by an ex-colleague of mine who's running sort of celebrity esports event, FIFA 20, for charity, hoping to raise a lot of money for the NHS charity. Yeah. And they had John Terry pull out. So some reason I was next on the list.
Similar standing, mate. Similar
standing, mate. And I've got to take on, Joss Butler. And I've literally just set it up on the phone before this podcast. I have no idea how to play. I've been told X is pass, circle is shoot. Yeah. Is that right? First of all, mate, do you play this game?
Yeah. I've been playing it every day for the past however long we've been in lockdown.
Right. So what we need to do is we need to somehow, just fiddle it a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. And
get his handle as Nick Easter.
Cut me with whatever you call it, the controller. But actually, Louis is playing the game for me. So somehow we need to get Louis to play as my.
Yeah.
Are you Gloucester champion? Are you beating the Gloucester boys?
Oh, we haven't had a competition, but I back myself. I've been absolutely smashing it this lockdown.
Yeah. Beating any of the Welsh players? Who have you played in the Welsh team? You've been beating them?
Leon Brown's good. There's a few good boys. Aaron Wainwright. We used to go into each other's rooms and just have a massive tournament 2v2. So
brilliant.
Yeah.
Is FIFA more popular than the Call of Duty? Is it now? Right, okay.
It's half and half between the squads.
You could only play one game now for the rest of your life.
Oh, brilliant.
Which one would it be? The new release of FIFA or the new release of COD?
I'd say FIFA.
This is a tougher decision than Wales-England, isn't it?
It is. I'd have to say FIFA. Yeah. Although I love Call of Duty, I've been smashing FIFA recently, and I got a bit addicted.
Okay, so last thing on FIFA. Which international teams? We're playing these international teams, and I'll let you know the team I'm involved in a minute. But if you were to rank the top 4 teams on FIFA, which would be the strongest top 4 teams? My team's in it. Not that I've got hope in hell.
So, number 1, you'd have to go France. Number 2, you'd go Germany.
Still not there.
Number 3, you'd go Argentina, just because of the pace.
Oh, no, haven't got Argentina.
I hope you're not England.
No, I'm not England. I think Joss Butler's England, actually.
And then 4, Portugal.
Yes, that's the team.
Yeah. Well, it's between Argentina and Portugal for 3rd.
Yeah, that's good. So I've got a strong team.
Yeah, you got a chance.
So if I keep it under 10, I'm doing all right, aren't I?
Yeah. You'd obviously like to get the win, but it is what it is.
Well, listen, thanks very much for your time, Rees. Isn't it interesting that I think we're finding the rugby chat less important than the FIFA chat? That's the way the world is now, isn't it? But we look forward to getting your first cap, and we'd love to have you back on when the season reopens, and best of luck. And thanks for coming on.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, Louis, mate. Best of luck.
Thanks,
cheers,
bye.
Bye.
Ruck It with Kyran Bracken and Nick Easter.